Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're going to be talking about the greatest looking consoles of all time. We're not going to be judging the consoles off of the games or off of power, just purely off of looks. Because to be honest, there's just a lot of general great looking consoles out there. You know, when you first unbox a console or when you first, look at a console, that's the first thing you look at, is just how it looks. And sure, a lot of consoles go through redesigns or different beta changes, stuff like that, but when you unbox the console, you're just gonna kind of judge it by how it looks, I guess. Anyway, on to the first system. Alright, the Super Famicom. Now, I'll be honest, this console looks great. It looks somewhat like a car of some sort, kind of looks like a Ferrari F40 or F50, something like that. Overall, though, the system just kind of looks great. Although, one bad thing, it does kind of yellow over time. Well, it all depends on how you take care of it. Like, if you got this thing in the 90s and you took care of it, it should still look good today. Plus, the controllers on the Super Famicom is different to the Super Nintendo. The Super Famicom buttons are colored, while the Super Nintendo ones are just purple. But I'd say for the most part that the Super Famicom looks great. Another difference is the cartridges. Obviously, the Super Nintendo cartridges are different from the Super Famicom cartridges. The Famicom cartridges are a bit more smoother compared to the Super Nintendo's cartridges. They're a bit more blocky. But I'd say at the end of the day, it's all about what you prefer. Anyway, on to the next console. The Atari 2600. Now, my apologies for not having a video of the wood grain version of this system, but this system just screams 70s when it comes to looks. Just the font on the system, just all those switches and knobs, it's cool. Then you got the controller with the big joystick and the little button. But of course, design-wise, this console does have its issues. Number one, the control ports are in the back. Number two, the switches. Now, I'm not going to blame them because, it was the 70s. TVs weren't really meant for video games yet. I understand the switches, it's just a bad design choice. Anyway, though, the Atari 2600 was a great looking system for its time, even with its flaws. On to the next system. Alright, the PS1. Now, I'll be honest, the look kind of seems simple. It kind of looks like a toy. It looks like something a kid might use. But I'll admit though, while the design is simple, it still looks good, I guess. And like I said with the Famicom, this also applies to the PS1. If you kept this thing since, I guess, 1994, and you took care of it, it should look good. But if you had it since 1994 and you didn't really take care of it, it should probably be yellowed. Damn, I don't know what's up with these old systems turning yellow over time. I don't really get it. Must be the plastic or something. Anyway, the design of the PS1 is really simple, but, it does what it does. On to the next system. Alright, the Genesis. Now, this design looks oddly futuristic. I know the Genesis came out in 1989, and it's weird. It kind of looks futuristic. The system itself has volume control. You can plug in headphones into the system. It honestly looks futuristic from an 80s perspective. And I guess longevity-wise, this thing's gonna last for a long time. It doesn't yellow because, of course, it's black. It doesn't have that weird plastic stuff. But yeah, this console should last you a long time. And then if you get this attachment, you can play the Sega Master System or something like that. It looks weird, but still. The design of the Sega Genesis is cool overall. But on to the next console. Alright, the OG Xbox. Now, before I get into the design and stuff like that, there's this beta design of the original Xbox. Apparently it was just going to be a giant X, which would have been cool, but it would have also been awkward for, people to place on shelves and on TV centers, stuff like that. It was cool. It would have been awkward to fit on TV shelves though, but I'm glad they went with this design. I mean, so it gets the point across. It's an Xbox. If you take a look at the system, it's just a giant X with a green center, I guess. The only bad thing I have to say about the original Xbox's design, and it's not really a design thing, is the disk drive gets stuck sometimes. Of course, it's an overtime thing. So if you get it complete in the box, this shouldn't really happen to you. Yeah, though, nothing really bad to say about the original Xbox. Alright, if you guys made it this far into the video, I'd like to give a great shout out to you. And if you want to subscribe, do whatever you want to do, no rush. And tell me down below, what's your favorite looking system out there? You like the Super Nintendo? Just tell me some great looking systems down below, and I guess I'll see you guys later. Peace.